Hey there, how are you today? My name's Dana Demara. You have landed on Astrocast. This is your new moon report, revised report. I want to say thank you so much to those of you who reached out and said, hey, Dana, something happened in the middle of the video. We lost sound. I have no idea. I don't listen to all of them over again. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to go through the new moon with you again. Today is the new moon in Pisces. So it's a really powerful day. And I want to make sure that you understand everything that's going on. Here's what I'll say, first of all. New moon in Pisces. Okay, so normally on a new moon Pisces, I would be saying to you, go with the flow, be dreamy, be imaginative, allow yourself to just dream into reality what you desire. And I do love that idea. I think that, or I feel like sometimes we get in our way with our thinking mind and we have so much structure that we don't allow for that Pisces energy to come through. The new moon happens today, February 19th at 11:09 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Here's what I'll say, first of all. New moons always bring about new beginnings. This is the fourth consecutive new moon that is at 1 degree of the sign. Those of you who follow astrology, you're like, oh, I totally get that. That's amazing. Those of you who don't, here's why it is. That's super rare. As soon as the sun and the moon conjunct each other, they come together at that very first degree of the sign, which in this case is Pisces. So as we move into this new moon, we already are at spaces where we have new beginning energy, but to have it at the first degree amplifies that energy even more. Something else I want to say about this one that I think you really want to take into consideration. The biggest transit that is in alignment with this new moon is Saturn. Saturn is conjunct to this new moon, which means Saturn is sitting within 2 degrees of the sun and the moon. So the sun and the moon are at 1 degree. Saturn is sitting 2 degrees away in Aquarius. Now, Saturn's about to move out of Aquarius, right? But keep in mind, all planets moving forward right now. Okay, so all planets forward, nothing in retrograde. Saturn is the timekeeper. Saturn is the rule maker, the structure maker, the lord of karma, if you will. Okay. So when Saturn sits with the new moon, Saturn makes your dreams real if you're willing to take responsibility for them, right? So I'm all about making new moon wishes, right? Like make those new moon wishes, write it out, create the vision board, do the thing, meditate your way into this practice. And remember that you are human, right? You're a spiritual being in this human body, came here for a reason, decided to take on this earth suit. Use your earth suit and co-create what you desire. Make a commitment to that movement forward. It means you have to do something or you can relax. So that's the other bit of this new moon. So we always have a choice, right? So make a commitment to take those action steps forward or make a commitment to allow things to come to you. You got to pick. This new moon is the ultimate balance of divine feminine and sacred masculine. It's all about finding that harmony between the two sides of ourself and asking ourselves, what do I really want? What work am I willing to put in? Where can I let go? What can I give to spirit? What can I give to source? And how can I allow myself to dream really, really big while understanding that every single thing that I think, that I say, that I do creates my life. Okay. So I want to share, and those of you who listen to the other recording, I never rehearse. I never write things down. I usually have a little outline, but I just blew that away. So I'm just going to share with you my screen. And I would listen to the other one if you can as well. but I'm just going to share this with you. Okay, here's your new moon. Now, there's a couple other aspects I want to share with you. Okay. And the big one, dun, 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 the big one. Okay, so here's Saturn down here with the moon, right? A big one here is Mercury. So Mercury is the lower mind. Mercury is going to tell you what your day to day is going to be like, how to set the tone for your day. Well, Mercury is doing a couple things. First of all, Mercury is trining Mars way up here, and Mars is all about action and initiation. So really taking that action is exemplified. But at the same time, Mercury is also squaring Uranus. Okay, so when Mercury squares Uranus, first of all, Uranus is about change. Uranus is about unexpected change, about shifting gears, about liberation, about freedom, higher mind thinking, while Mercury is lower mind thinking. So when these two square each other, there is absolutely a, I don't want to use a conflict, but it's the only way I can explain it. There's absolutely a conflict between that higher mind thinking and lower mind thinking, and something may come across your path along your line of commitment that is going to throw you for a loop. My invitation to you is to allow that change to occur and then say to yourself, how important is this commitment to me? Because the big key word here, the key word here for this new moon is commitment. It's dreaming your dreams into reality, but it's also committing to the process, right? So we have to understand that, again, we picked this body. We said, I want to go to Earth and I want to like experience life through this human body. So you have to take some sort of responsibility. You can't be in just this like, okay, I'm going to dream this into reality. Let me sit on my couch and wait for it to happen. That's not how it works. We're in a consistent balance of push and pull. So now is that time for harmony of the two, of that Shiva side of you and that Shakti side of you. I can't even explain. It's just really, well, I can, and I am. It's a really powerful time. The other thing I want to talk about real quick, not too deep, but is this transit right here. Jupiter sitting with Chiron. Chiron's been in Aries for quite some time, not going anywhere anytime soon, guys. Sorry. Jupiter is sitting with Chiron, so the opportunity for healing is exponential. Drop into the heart, get out of the mind, follow those breadcrumbs of the heart to your deepest, strongest path, and commit to it. The other thing is this one right here, Venus and Neptune. Now, Venus and Neptune, my goodness. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 planets in Pisces, lots of magical, mystical, intuitive energy. Neptune and Pisces together truly is about love and abundance and grace and magic and intuitive hits and like sparks, and just allow things to come to you and listen deeply to what's being offered up. Just remember, with this Saturn here, Saturn's going to make things real, and Saturn's going to make things maybe a little restrictive. Maybe there's some restrictions or some tension or some conflict that you're coming up against. Maybe it's just an internal conflict. Drop into the reality of how you're feeling and what you're feeling, and then stick to the plan. Know that you have full dominion over your choice. That's one thing I know to be true. As a spiritual being living in this human body, you have choice. You have the ability to rationalize, you have the ability to overthink, but you have choice. So choose wisely, choose in the direction of your heart, choose in the direction of magic. And if there's one thing you're going to commit to, I know this for sure, it was in the last recording and I talked about it in class this morning. If there's one thing you're going to commit to, it is going to be your spiritual practice. When you commit to a spiritual practice, no matter what it is, if it's if it's a practice of yoga or meditation or nature or journaling or whatever, make this lunar cycle about creating a deep commitment to that practice, because that's what's going to get you to that next level. And by next level, I don't mean a higher understanding or a better way of being. I mean a more elevated way of seeing this life and how you fit in, right? So I hope that was helpful. Again, thank you so much to those of you who reached out. I had no idea the video was cut off. I hope that this helps you. I really appreciate you reaching out. Truly, such a great thank you, community. Thank you, thank you. If you want to reach out to me to have your chart read, I am always available during the week. You can find me at danademara.com. Just go into the little heading and it'll say work with Dana. Or work with me, perhaps, and then scroll down to astrology reading, and everything you need is on that page. Again, happy new moon. It's such a beautiful new moon. I so appreciate you. Have such a gorgeous day. Namaste.